morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Britt and this is Coffee and Makeup. Today's going to be a different type of video. I'm doing a vlog style video today, so be sure to let me know if you like this better, worse, or about the same as my typical videos, but it's going to be a bit more casual. And today I am trying out Steph Arizona's DIY coconut oil hair cream. So firstly, I want to be sure to give all of the credit for this recipe to Steph Arizona. She just put out a DIY for it recently and she knows I was super excited about it, so I'm going to just test it out this morning and I decided to bring you guys along. Secondly, I just want to reiterate my love of coconut oil, which I talk about pretty much constantly on the channel, but I have really long hair. As you can see, it's also really wet right now. And I love taking care of it with natural products. I have not gone full natural on makeup or skincare, but hair care is one of those things that I'm a purist and I'm really into natural ways of taking care of my hair. So I always use coconut oil. I got my hair cut recently and the stylist was like, I can't recommend you anything, your hair is in perfect condition, and I really feel like it's because A, I use oils on my hair, and B, I never use heat on my hair, so that's another thing, it's really tough. And I used to blow dry and straighten every day, but now I don't, and the quality of hair that I get is just amazing. So I'm going to take you guys through this recipe. It involves a lot of ingredients and I'm going to show you those right now. So here are all the ingredients necessary to make this coconut oil hair cream. I am using coconut oil, of course, shea butter, I'm using castor oil, extra virgin olive oil, and I'm throwing in some sweet almond oil, although that's not in the original recipe, as well as vitamin E oil, which is not in the original recipe either. And I will link the video with the original below, and you should also check out Steph Arizona's channel. She has so many awesome DIYs. This is one of many. I also have a little jar in which I'm going to put the coconut oil hair cream, and I have all of my measuring spoons. You're going to need a teaspoon and a tablespoon and something to scoop stuff with. And I also have a spray bottle of alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and I will spray, I've already sprayed all of these utensils and stuff and the jar with rubbing alcohol, and this is just to make everything sterile so that your hair cream stays good for as long as possible. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is get some water heating up on the stove. It doesn't have to be a lot, just have it in a saucepan, and then you want to get a slightly smaller container that is heat safe, and this is what you're going to mix everything in, and you're going to use the water to melt down any of the more solid oils that we're going to use. So this fits just perfectly. I'm just going to hang it over the side, and I also did sterilize this container with alcohol as well, just to be on the safe side. Okay, so my water's warm enough, doesn't need to be boiling, just needs to be warm. So now we're going to move on to the first step, which is taking 3 tablespoons of pure coconut oil, putting it in this container, and then letting it melt down in the hot water. So now this coconut oil is all melted and it smells so good. It's time to add the shea butter. I have unrefined shea butter from Mountain Rose Herbs, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon per Steph Arizona's recipe. Now I'm going to put this back in the warm water and let that melt into the coconut oil. Now we can take this oil mixture off the heat because we are done adding our more solid oils, and now it's time to add our liquid oils. Steph Arizona's recipe calls for olive oil, which I think is a great choice, and I know my hair likes it, so I'm going to stick with that, and I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. Then the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of castor oil. Castor oil is a little bit difficult to work with because it is so sticky and it's very thick. So if you were to just put this by itself on your hair, it would kind of be a mess and it would be difficult to work in, and I've just had bad experiences with trying that. But it is really wise to mix it in with other more pliable and pleasantly textured oils, and it does have a lot of hair benefits. So I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of castor oil to the mixture. So this is the point where my preparation is going to differ from Steph's, only because she starts adding some really cool specialty oils at this point. So she has black castor oil, she uses mustard seed oil, and rosemary oil, all of which are probably not going to be hanging around your house unless you make oil mixtures like this all the time, which I don't. So I am going to instead add some vitamin E oil. I have some vitamin E capsules here, so I'm just going to have to pop the capsules and put a little bit of this in. And vitamin E oil is great when you're making any oil mixture because it'll help extend the longevity of the mixture. So I'm just going to add like 1 or 2 capsules of this, basically a negligible amount. And I'm also going to add some sweet almond oil, only because I've just got this and I haven't really found out whether my hair likes it yet, so I'm going to put it in to try to just see and experiment, and because I wanted to put a couple more oils in like Steph did. So now I have my coconut oil hair cream all mixed up, although it doesn't look like much of a cream right now. I'm going to pop it into the freezer for about 15 minutes, and that should help all of these oils solidify into sort of a pliable solid, and then we'll whip it up and I'll try it in my hair. So it took a bit longer than 15 minutes, I would say about a half an hour, but our cream is now a solid. So now I'm just going to whip it up with a fork so we can get that creamy, fluffy consistency that we want. So it took some elbow grease, but I was able to whip this hair cream into a nice creamy consistency. It smells so good. It really smells like the coconut oil. The coconut oil scent definitely won out. I'm not really a fan of the smell of unrefined shea butter especially, so I was really happy about that. The consistency is very creamy. I think it'll be more so once it gets totally softened up into room temperature, but here is a little bit on my fingers and it just melts down effortlessly into the oil. So what I'm going to do now, and I'm so excited, is just apply this to my hair, leave it in for about half an hour is one of the amounts of time that Steph recommended, and then I'm going to wash it out and tell you guys how it worked for me. So I'm back, it's much later in the day now. I did shampoo the hair cream out of my hair about a half hour after I applied it, and I must say the result is absolutely amazing. My hair is so shiny. My bangs that usually are a bit difficult and tangly are just smooth. My fingers glide through them, so I'm really happy with the results of this product. Also, the cream did stay in a mostly solid state for me. This is, like I said, many hours later, and it didn't like melt back fully to oils or anything, which is great. You can see that there's a little bit of oiliness inside, but I really like the texture that it came out to also. So I really recommend you guys try out this recipe. As I said, I will link Steph Arizona's video below so you can get all the instructions from the source, and I hope you try it because the results are really amazing. And I hope you guys are having a great week and that you enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you thought of the vlog style, and I will see you guys all next Monday with a brand new video. Bye guys!